There is a major political comeback with the opposition as they scare through the fear of this registration. I would love you to pay serious attention to this video because the era where the opposition are living in fear are gone, and the 2027 coalition is standing firm to unseat the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. Please, if this is your first time coming across our channel, welcome to NAIJA Prince News Extra. Do us a favor by clicking on your subscribe button and don't forget to on your notification bell.
People will be outside. We did a coalition in 2019 for the OB article campaign organization, which is COP. The former governor of Osun State was the chairman. Yes. I was the secretary of that coalition. And we did a lot of work. We brought over 30 political parties, for close to 40 political parties together. And we could not get it right because we didn't have a candidate that could have, energize the atmosphere the way we did in 2023. So that, but yet that ticket won, but it failed. But the current atmosphere where we are in, the most opposition political party are living in fear of the registration, because they don't. I'm not saying this, but the kind of courage we have pushed when we're in the party management system, most people can't try it. Because I was almost sleeping at the police headquarters during the Buhari regime. I was sleeping there every day, because they say I wasn't supporting Buhari. I was there every day. Chikai Beneme, all these people, you can ask them, Chivoke Rafumoso, Emeka Okengu, all these people, you can ask them. They were always there with me in the police station because I wasn't supporting Buhari. So most of the current opposition chairmen, what happened to be some of them my younger brothers, some of them my friends, some of them my old colleagues, I do not have, are afraid of the current government or what they will do to them. They register their party or bring funny allegations against them and create divisions in their party. So I do not really see that most of this opposition party will come on board to the NDC. I think NDC will go we cut them, but they will not come. Most of them will not come because of the way the APC, the fear of the known, of the way APC have always have stationed themselves as obstacle to multiplicity of inclusivity driven political arrangement. So they will not come. They already know the fear of the known is what I already know as it is. So
please, before we continue, do me a favor by clicking on your subscribe button. Just the only way to encourage and support us.
So I think with the level of acceptance that the NDC is getting, and that people who formed it, have not have any kind of information in the public that would damage their reputation, that will undermine the faith of the people in the party, then I think the people will be able to put themselves around the interest that matters. And for me, the only mistake the NDC will make is if they do not go along with the popular demand. If they don't go along with the popular demand, they will come and they will go just as they came. But if they go along with the popular demand, the APC will have a sleepless night and could be defeated, because Bola Ahmed Tinubu's struggle is to make sure Obi was not on the ballot. Why? Because he wanted to have the whole South to himself. But today, Obi is the king of the South. In the last election, Obi defeated Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the South. He had 48.something% of the vote cast in the South. That's what Obi scored. Bola was struggling with 40-something, so with lesser point, and Atiku came third in the South. So if you the Kwankwaso came fourth in that ranking. So if you look at it, the South today, which Obi is going to still do very well, with the addition of where he failed before, which is Bayelsa. So Obi has a better advantage to be able to galvanize the aspirations and wishes of the people on the ballot and transform it into a presidency.
Please, before we continue, do me a favor by clicking on your subscribe button. Just the only way to encourage and support us.
I think the greatest mistake this country has done is for a group of people to feel marginalized. It's for a group of people to feel, abandoned. And in a justiciable society, what you do is to drive to create that balance and say, no, this is not it. This misinformation, these lies cannot stand. I was on a sister TV station yesterday, and I saw somebody coming out from the station who have been telling all sorts of lies that will be issue ID cards for Northerners to come from Northerners to leave the North or the Anambra or take ID card. And I confronted him. I said, Prof, at your age, I'm younger than you. I will never be irresponsible to tell lies. I never do that. And I don't talk about people on TV, but you are behaving in a way as if you are so angry that you can tell lies that what to be the person who attempt to do that was even Rochas Okrocha in Imo. So this thing you are doing against this man is unfair. He's a good man, you know it, but it's just that you feel that your brother should be the president. And are you forgetting that this other person have people? We need to create a balance in this country. Obi is qualified. Obi is kind, is compassionate, is disciplined, is firm, and is sincere and morally upright to be able to take this country from the current political economic quagmire that we found themselves. I'm not going to be ambivalent at this point. I'm not going to stand and that I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not going to whether or yeah. No, I'm all in. I'm all in with him. I'm all in with the aspirations of a discipline, of a sincere person. I'm all in. I'm not leaving anything on. But I could do like politicians are doing. Try to trade, try to look for where I will get something to make money. There are a lot of opportunities. You can see them doing it. But I will never do that. I will continue to be consistent and make sure that we fight a way that this country succeed. My children should not come and meet this kind of dilapidated, failed economic policies again. What I went through as a young man, and I'm still going through as a young person, I don't want my children to pass through those phases.
Peter, there's something.
All right, we could all hear what this man said. That's Peter. Yes, said. You see, most times, well, what I could say that the problem of the opposition in Nigeria is not all about fear, it's hypocrisy. Why did I say that it's not about fear, but it's hypocrisy? Because one, there's no oneness among themselves. Because they say that when a war divides against itself, it cannot stand. So if we are to have an agreement that we are presenting this person or we are to do things this way, then remember that due to these are human beings that you are talking, not animals and not trees. So somebody somewhere might have an something to say which might not even tally together with the objective why the coalition are even trying to set up with in the first place. Let's take for an instance, let's use ADC as a case study. If we look at what is happening in the coalition of today with the ADC, you see that they deviated from what we call the coalition into self-destruction of themselves. How would I say so? Because when they formed together in coalition, we all remember that happens last year, and everybody was happy about the coalition and about the people they involved in the coalition. When people see Atiku and the P2B in the same party, so everybody was happy that maybe Atiku is really going to support P2B instead of running in an election. That what triggered people to join mostly in the ADC. Then at the end of the day, we could all see what happened, that the Atiku still shows interest in running for presidency, which, in one way or the other, destabilize the ADC. No matter how much they try to see that they will bring it together, it won't work. For the fact that Atiku shows interest, in running for presidency, even if there is no, litigation issues with the ADC. Maybe there's no pending litigation or court cases. Like what I mean by court cases with the ADC, that ticket will not say sell because Atiku has already shown his stress, which has already spoiled the coalition. Now, that is the problem with the opposition in this country, not about the fear. Because I know that yes, the fear of the incumbents is also part of it, especially if we are dealing with the incumbent of the likes mind of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who are power monkeys that are willing to do everything, to make sure that they remain in power. Then you know that you have to tread with a long spoon. But that's not really the issue, more than the hypocrisy within themselves. Well, I would love you to share your own opinion in the comment section. And don't forget to share this video to all your social media platforms. Do us a favor by clicking on your subscribe button if this is your first time coming across our channel.